paying for gas.
Well, there you have it, Pistons fans. Pistons, they couldn't come up with it at the end. Where do you start? A couple of things in this game. First and foremost, the effort wasn't there again from end to end in this game. Turnovers, another thing. Especially in crucial moments. These are the games, elimination games like this, trying to force a game 7 if you're the Pistons, and trying to close out a game if you're the Knicks. This is where superstars step up, and this is where the separation begins between the player and Cade and Brunson. And we give too many excuses. We say Cade gets double teamed, this, that, and that. Listen, we throw a lot at Brunson too, and Brunson finds ways. The difference is the bag is just a little different between the two. Cade, when it comes to getting himself free, is not the greatest at that. That's why he takes you to the basket and he posts you a little bit more. Brunson is irky jerky with the basketball. His handle is way better, and it allows him to get free. You saw it for the last play of the game. But this is where superstars, they separate themselves, man. And that's what we seen today. Brunson stepped up and he took the game. Should Cade have taken that shot at the end of the game? Yes, he should have taken that shot at the end of the game. You're the leader of the team. The season is all on your back. You take that shot. We don't need another LeBron James. You take that shot. So, and trust me, I'm not blaming this entire game on Cade Cunningham, but at the same time, y'all know I'm a realist, and I'll call out anybody. I don't care if it's the coach, whoever. At the end of the game, you can't have crucial possessions where you throwing the ball to the other team. That pass that you threw to Duran was, first of all, rushed and unnecessary. You never throw the basketball the opposite direction in that type of situation in the game, and that's a learning experience for Cade. So, it's just this whole series is just experience for the Pistons. To be honest, the Pistons shouldn't be pushing a Knicks team with two superstars to that level where you have Stu and Ivy out. So a collective effort was the reason why the Pistons were here and was in every single game down to the end, where it's between turnovers or referee whistles to determine the outcomes of these games, or just big shots. So, like I said, you can't be nothing but proud of the Pistons' effort coming from where we've come from, And I don't want to harken too much on the 14-win season. We knew why we only won 14 games that season, and we knew the talent that we had here with this team. You just got to give J.B. Bickerstaff the credit that he deserves for pulling everything that he could out of this roster that we have, because the roster is, like I said, in this playoff series was incomplete. We had two big players sitting on that bench, man, and New York was healthy. They was 100% healthy, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to give credit where credit is due. J.B. Bickerstaff did an excellent job. Some people was complaining about why he took Asar out the game. I mean, Brunson only scored once, and it should have been an offensive foul. Y'all know that, man. The man literally put his head into Schroeder's jaw. The refs just didn't want to give them two straight challenges like that. So, but still, Asar came in at the most, important part of the game and got crossed up. So it's woulda, coulda, shoulda when you try to blame the game on certain stuff like that, instead of blaming the game on reality, which is you can't turn the ball over in big moments, and you got to be aggressive, man. You got to be aggressive. And I was calling some of those things out on Twitter as far as the effort and everything. As soon as I tweeted that, here come the Pistons in the fourth quarter, because the third quarter was terrible. We played a terrible third quarter, and that's the real reason you lost this game. The first half was already like a daisical, but the third quarter was horrible. You have to look at those factors, man. Things you do in the beginning of the game and the things that you do in the beginning of the second half, they affect the outcome at the end. You have to take care of business. This is your house, your arena. You have to put your foot on their necks. You have to be aggressive. You have to attack them. Cat should have been out of the game way before the point that he got out, fouled out. You should have been attacking him left and right. And again, Brunson, still have not seen nobody going at Brunson. On the defensive end, yeah, we throw Sarr on him, but on the offensive end, I'll be attacking him all day. So, like I said, mental mistakes for some of the guys out there. But the Knicks, they're experienced, and you see guys like that don't get enough credit. You see guys like Hart always, down there helping and blocking shots, rebounding. Bridges, same thing, big tip in for him. That effort right there is what the Pistons need. And I see, too much watching, including from our number one guy, watching the rebound hits the floor. It was one play where Beasley just didn't want to just step over and defend, you know what I'm saying? And they shot a three and knocked the three down. You can't have that type of stuff, bro. If you're going to play one way on the offense, you got to play the same on the defense. You got to play the same on the defense. These are the things that the Pistons are going to have to learn. So the more they play together next season, they'll have a healthier roster, probably a couple of changes here and there. But next season, they'll understand that a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out there and play like it's an elimination game. You can't come out here jogging, bro. You know what I'm saying? Playing at your own pace. All that shit is cute during the regular season. In the playoffs, you got to come out here and you got to be aggressive. You got to be a dog. Or otherwise, the bigger dog is going to step up and send your ass home. With that said, I'll see y'all later.